Dela write my MVVs. Welcome.
Omo, we dey hear gist say they don't beat Queen Naomi's driver. Say face don't dey like puff puff. Say the Queen Naomi driver be they travel back to Akure with his own friend inside Queen Naomi vehicle. Say na so these people call intercept am for road. They Asïllænt. They be think say Queen Naomi dey inside that car. Now they say they catch them. They say no be small beating, no be small beating. They say they beat them like this. Say they be send them after Queen Naomi. So the reason why they use pidgin English, they do this thing is because this kind thing we get to do with violence like this. YouTube know they like them. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Dela Ram. I bring you fresh and spicy gist from the source. It's still on the royals. It's not a small thing though. As we are hearing what is going on, they said these people who were sent to come and disrupt the activities of the fun fair today did not stop there. They were actually waiting for Queen Naomi, but thank God that Ooni Of Ife can act proactively. They said Yanifa had seen what was going to happen, and Yanifa told Ooni Of Ife that he got an intel that it's not going to be smooth, that Naomi needs to be taken out of that vicinity. We heard that Ooni Of Ife had to double himself, like took action immediately to go take Queen Naomi for safety, and they said Queen Naomi drove with the Ooni Of Ife and the driver, and there were a lot of other vehicles, and Simi and other people went with the other vehicles, and Queen Naomi's vehicle, the driver drove Queen Naomi's vehicle to Akure. On their way to Akure, as we are hearing, that it's not a small thing that they stopped that vehicle on the road because they felt that Queen Naomi was inside that vehicle. Apparently, they sent them to go after Olori Naomi, and they said they were very upset when they found out that Queen Naomi was not in the vehicle. That they beat the driver, like the man. If you see him face now, he did like say na puff puff. Now so the friend too, now so they beat her and say in face they like puff puff. Say that nothing where they no talk. Say they can't keep them there small. Can't they wait to see whether a convoy they come behind them so that maybe Queen Naomi go dead that side, because at this point they had not known that Kabiyesi had already left to go and take Queen Naomi for safety. And Kabiyesi, as soon as he got the intel that something, sinister might happen, they said Oni took off immediately. And they said that is not the end. They said these people proceeded to the hotel where Olori Naomi was lodging, but the hotel is very, very secured. By the time that they said there were like 7 of them who came to the hotel, and as they were coming, that they started seeing them from the CCTV, and that was how they alerted the police, that the police came there before the men would even, in fact, that the police even got there. So basically, maybe, just maybe, God has a reason for letting everything happen the way it happened. Maybe if they had not started early, or maybe that information was not there, or they had not done what they did, everybody would have just, let down their guard, thinking everything was okay. And today, we would have had something that would have been very, very bad. As we are hearing what is going on today, they said it's not a small something, but we are also getting something that might look like a good news, because they said that Kabiyesi is making provision to ensure that the party, continues in another venue. But whether it is going to be today or another day, I don't know. Because as at this time, this is the information that we are getting, that Kabiyesi has made adequate arrangement to ensure that the party continues. But the problem would be those people who came from afar, and they have children. Some people came with 3, 4 children. Transportation these days is not easy in Nigeria, and for those who are wealthy, transportation may not necessarily be a big deal to them, but those who are not wealthy, transportation might be a big deal to them. And so right now, what we are hearing is that Kabiyesi is making arrangement for the fun fair to still hold, but is it going to be today? And if it is going to be today, what time is it going to hold? How are they going to get these people to come back to the venue? But I don't know. As soon as we get this information, I'm going to relate it back to you. So this is what has been going on. It's not been easy for Olori Naomi. Olori Naomi has been very, very devastated, but I am not really worried because I know that God is able to do what he will do. He will pay these people back the way he needs to pay them, because you cannot continue to wage a war against an innocent person who could care less whether you are there or not. You can't continue to treat them this way. The way Naomi has been treated, it's been very, very unfair, and we know that God, in his infinite mercy, is going to take charge of this situation. As we are hearing, they say the driver, they boom the driver to a point where the man couldn't even get up from the ground. The man could not even drive, and the vehicle was there and they left. So people who are coming back from Ibadan axis, who are aware of what had happened, were the ones who stopped by to, help the driver, and they said somebody started driving them to a nearby hospital there, and then after that, they said they will proceed to Akure. So this has been a very disastrous situation, and this is an evidence of how far these women can go. This is all about life and destiny. These women who are in the life of the Ooni of Ife, in their thought, they think they are doing everything to secure their destiny, because you hear some people tell you that true security comes when you secure your own destiny. So everybody think that this is a destiny fight. Everybody think that they need to do the best, whatever it is that they need to do to continue this fight and ensure that they win. But like Yanifa will always say, that if they do not leave Queen Naomi alone, somebody is going to buy for the sake of Olori Naomi. And that is exactly what is going to happen, especially for those who think that they have a right to make Queen Naomi's life miserable because of the Ooni of Ife. It's a good thing that Ooni of Ife is very aware of the things that these women have been doing to Olori Naomi. Ooni of Ife knows very well that, look, this would not be happening to Olori Naomi if not for the fact that he got into this with all of these women. And unfortunately, right now, they are in a place where everybody has been allowed to stay, except Ooni of Ife gets up now and make a desperate and, very harsh decision of letting whoever is found responsible for certain events go away. They will continue to stay there and commit havoc. And this is the reason why, though we celebrate the fact that Olori Naomi is with the husband, but this happens to be the reason why a lot of people were saying Naomi shouldn't go back. And I don't want to go back because we have passed that stage, but for those of us who continue to blame people who are saying Naomi should not go back, you have to see that this is not something that is okay for Naomi to continue to deal with. Imagine that she was in that vehicle. They would have injured her. They would have done something very sinister to Olori Naomi. And how far is this going to continue? The call is on Ooni of Ife to do what he needs to do to put these women on that check if they are really guilty of what is going on. I'm going to bring you more update. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. Do not forget, these are all alleged, rumored, and speculated information making the rounds on social media.